I will call to order the meeting for Wednesday, September 10th. May I have roll call, please?
Mayor Allen,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Clayton,
Present.
Commissioner Kaler,
Present.
Commissioner Crowley,
Present.
and Commissioner Skidmore.
Present.
I would like to welcome everyone here in the audience as well as anyone watching or listening at home. We will begin today's meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the invocation by Pastor David Glavin with the Ottawa Bible Church.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lord God, we come before you today, give you thanks for this place that we have to gather, for the leaders of our community here in Ottawa, Lord, who have given of their time and their service to the people of Ottawa. Lord, for those who are members of our community who are here to speak. Lord, for the matters of business that will be addressed today. Lord, I ask your blessing. Lord, I ask for wisdom and direction, for discernment and guidance for each and every one of these, our city's leaders. Lord, I pray for them as individuals. Lord, also as a group. Lord, they stand here today in service, and I give you thanks for that. I thank you for the resources that we have in our community and who we are. Lord, I give you thanks for your provision, and I just ask your special blessing on this time together. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Pastor. We will move on to public comments. Do we have any registered?
We have 2 registered.
Okay.
Uh,
Sorry. Subject to the above restrictions, persons who wish to address the city commission regarding items on the agenda may do so as that agenda item is called. Persons who wish to address the city commission regarding items not on the agenda and that are under the jurisdiction of the city commission may do so at this time when called upon by the mayor. Comments on personnel matters and matters pending in court or with other outside tribunals are not permitted. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes. Any presentation is for information purposes only. The governing body will take comments under advisement, and we will have our first.
Greg Hazen.
Okay, come on up.
I'm Greg Hazen. I live at 611 North Davis. And this is about the golf course again. My wife almost got hit. We had another window. That's 4 windows in the past month. We're gonna have to put a net up, or I'm just gonna have to fight it in court. Cause we can't even go out in the yard. It's a safety issue. I would like to know what the result of this is. You know, I've been to the city hundreds of times, nothing ever gets done. So I don't know what to do other than if I could get someone to give me something that you guys are gonna do and follow through with it. Because it's just a safety issue. We can't even go out in our own yard. We was there way before the golf course was, the land was, the house was. So I don't think it's fair to us to have to move it. You know? So, but something's gotta be done, and it's gotta be done quick. Cause I can't afford windows. I gotta drive to Lawrence. We don't have a glass place here. You gotta drive, you got expense. I mean, something's gotta be done. Everything's getting beat up. So I would like to know who I hear from, something. Somebody going to have to give me an answer. So how do I get that answer?
Did you, when you signed in, does it have his phone number?
Nope.
Okay. Can we get that from you or email at whatever works best to
Yeah,
contact you?
785?
Well, you can tell her if you don't.
No, they don't.
Last, okay, okay.
Broadcast.
Everybody's gonna know it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
785-214-0757.
That way we can talk to staff and get you an answer and get it figured out for what to do.
Yeah, cause
certainly.
It's a safety issue.
Okay.
Either the city's going to buy me out or whatever. I don't care.
Okay, we'll reach out to you. Thank you very much. We'll go to our next public comment.
Carol Grimes.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Carol Grimes. I live on the north side, and there were several in my block that have the same issue that I've had. But they work or they've got things that they're doing to their house. I live at 807 North Cedar. It's the second house on it's on Red Jacket. Corner of Red Jacket and North Cedar. A house sold within the last year across the street from me and down one house. They have, I don't know lots, I know lots of, I'm talking about real estate lots, Blaine. The second house across the street from me has anywhere from 5 to 7 or 8 pickup trucks using either these 2 lots or 3. I can't, but it's no more than 3 lots. One neighbor has even, in order to keep him from using his drive, I can't say what they're doing. I just know it goes on morning, noon, and night. They're welding over there. It makes it hard to continue with your evening thing when the welding's going on and the trucks are going in and out. They're all older pickups. I don't know whether they're replacing. There was a big trailer left all night parked on the street with no backup lights at all. If they had come quick down there and didn't know that trailer was there, it would have been a mess. I haven't talked to them about it. I didn't figure it was my place. I think a daughter and her mother maybe share owning the property. I can pick up some information on the computer, but that's not what I'm here for. I've lived in Ottawa a long time. I've known Blaine Finch since he was a little kid. And do you still live on the north side, Blaine? No. Well, you did. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to move anywhere. I've lived in this house for, I'd be telling my age, but over 50 years, way over 50 years. And I'm not going to move. But it's not fair that I pay taxes and that I have to be faced with we don't know what it is. We don't know what someone said they thought maybe drugs. I don't know that at all. I don't have any reason to think that. But they're doing work over there and selling the parts is what it looks like.
Well, Ms. Grimes, thank you for bringing this to our attention, and we will have our code team.
Some phone calls, but nobody else could come, and I was more than happy to come.
Yes, ma'am, and we will look into this and we'll have a follow-up phone call to you before the end of the week.
Question is, can a business live in a residential area and have all that? Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we will move on to the consent agenda, which includes minutes from the September 3rd, 2025 regular meeting and the agenda approval.
Motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. At this time, I'd like to give the commissioners a chance to declare any conflict or communication they've had that might influence their ability to consider today's issues impartially. Seeing and hearing none, we will go past unfinished business and start with new business. We'll start with item 11A.
Power of the Past Safety Presentation.
Chief Weingartner will present a presentation on the Power of the Past tractor show scheduled for September 13th and 14th. Chief Weingartner.
Thank you, Mayor, Commissioners. This weekend is the first of several large events in our community hosted at Forest Park and brings with it a lot of planning and organization and collaboration amongst many organizations in our community, from public safety to public works to utilities, our county partners, and literally hundreds and hundreds of volunteers that help pull all of these events off. So what I'd like to talk to you today, just a brief overview of kind of some of the public safety planning and safety planning for the tractor show that's going to be starting to arrive in town this week and this weekend. The 2025 show is going to highlight the Oliver Hart Parr tractors and Fairbanks Morris engines. Each year, they kind of generally have a theme or a national brand that comes in, and with that brings all of the people who possess that particular line. And depending on where that is kind of built or generated from, can bring people into the community from all over the U.S. and international parts, like we did last year. Generally, there's about 600 antique engines and tractors, and at least 5,000 people a day come through the parks, and likely more at any one given time. Just give you a little bit of a schedule of events. So the purpose of our plan is to provide a safe and accessible space in Forest Park to hold the Power of the Past antique engine and tractor show each year. So starting throughout this week, I know the Parks Department and DJ's crews have been hard at work preparing for the crowds to come in to start setting up for the weekend. And that includes vendors, making sure the facilities work, and that the organizers have time to set up the events just like they want. And then Friday and each morning, events start off with a breakfast about 7 o'clock in the morning. They have events through the day, and then there's something special each evening. So if you're looking for something to do Friday night for dinner, ham and bean dinner, 4 o'clock, Forest Park, you get to see some great tractors and see some good stuff. That'll lead into the big day on Saturday, where breakfast will start at 7, and then presentation events all throughout the day, and then live music in Forest Park from 5 to 7 p.m. And then those events will end Sunday afternoon with breakfast, and then conclusion for that. One of the things that we've heard concerns about are people that may be homeless in the park, and just want you and the public to know that we've approached that just like we do with the similar complaints that we receive in other parts of the community. So our community policing teams and our patrol teams have been out interacting with those folks that are in the park, whether that's after hours or during the day when the park is open and available to the public, to make sure that they have the resources that they need. For both of these events, the tractor show and the car show the following weekend, we close the park off to the public, and only those that the groups that are managing the park allow people to come in. So if there are people that need a space overnight, our folks are working with those, and our community policing teams have engaged all of our community partners. So Hope House, the Coalition to End Homelessness in Franklin County, Elizabeth Layton Center, and then certainly our other city departments that are working on this to address. So the other thing for people to know is the park is safe. And if you have any questions about whether there is crime or incidents occurring in the park, I would ask you to go to our website, go to our community crime map, which is updated every single day, and you can look at and see exactly what has been or what has not been reported in the park. It's an electronic map. You can narrow the search down to just the park. You can set the date and time range from a day, a month, to several years worth of data on there. And I think after you look at that, you'll see that our park spaces and our trail spaces are safe, and we're dedicated to make sure that continues. And here's just a flyer from the Power of the Past website. The website's up there. If you just search for that online, you'll be able to pull up all of the events and kind of find out what's going on each hour of the day for that entire event. So I just thought I'd plug that in there, just to kind of show you an example of what's available on their website to promote the event. So planning is a collaborative effort among Ottawa Police Department, Ottawa Fire Department, and agencies from Franklin County that include emergency management, EMS, and our communications center. We work to keep the community safe for these events, and planning like this goes on throughout the year. We're very fortunate that we have these repeated community events, which actually for us in the first response agencies is a good test. So we get to actually test a lot of response plans without a real emergency to need to do a response. And emergency management is really helpful with us to prepare a severe weather plan, because there have been times, even in this time in September, where we've needed to implement a severe weather plan. And so that we work directly with the key organizers of the event, so the person in charge of the tractor show, and make sure that they know what their roles and responsibility are if we would need to evacuate the park in the event of tornadic activity, a severe thunderstorm, or other types of emergencies like that. Franklin County EMS will be on site the entire time. There'll be an aid tent in the middle of the park near the main shelter house where people can get first aid assistance. There will be ambulance crews inside the park to respond if it's needed. The fire department will be down there as well. And the Franklin County Emergency Management will have its command trailer as kind of a central location. So if you have lost items, if you lose something, a missing child, any of those things, we have a key hub where you can go one place to get the assistance that you might need. And we'll have a tent down there with some resource information and an officer assigned to patrol the park on Saturday for the day. Pre-staging of emergency responders ensures safety and security for all involved and expedites emergency responses during these large crowd events. We'll have a combination of foot patrols, our UTVs, the patrol staff that's working that day will stop by. And of course, we couldn't do this without our volunteers and police services. Our VIP squad will be there throughout the time assisting. They provide overnight security and are in direct communication with our evening supervisor to make sure that there's not anything that they might need while the people are in there. In addition, our partnership with the fire department and our drones or UAS devices will be used periodically if we need to do that. Gives us a great opportunity to give an overhead view of what's going on in the park if we would need that. And thankfully, oftentimes we really don't need to do any of that because of an emergency. It's really, again, more to just test our systems out and make sure that we know what we're doing in the major event should require that response. I don't need any action from you. This information is presented just for your information and for the public information, but I certainly stand for any questions that you might have about our preparedness, response, or any other issues regarding the tractor show for this weekend.
Are there any questions?
No question. Just want to say thank you to your staff, all you guys, emergency management, basically everyone in the collaborative effort. These events historically, as you've said, have been really successful, and it's great to ensure that we can keep that going forward. So thank you for all your guys' hard work that you put in before the event and during.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. We will go on to item 11B.
Selection of voting and alternative voting delegates for the League of Kansas Municipalities.
This item involves the selection and approval of voting delegates to represent the city at the League of Kansas Municipalities Annual Conference. The designated delegates will have the authority to vote on behalf of the city regarding various municipal policy matters discussed during the conference. And we have City Clerk Reed.
Mayor, Commissioners, the item before you is a selection of the voting delegates for the League of Kansas Municipalities Annual Business Meeting. Each year, the governing body is tasked with appointing delegates to represent the city of Ottawa at the meeting. The 2025 conference will be held October 9th through the 11th, with the business meeting scheduled for Saturday, October the 11th from noon to 1:30. Voting strength is determined by population. This year, the city of Ottawa is allotted 3 votes. In addition to the voting delegates, the city is required to designate at least 1, but no more than 3 alternative voting delegates. The league requires that we submit our delegates in alternative forms by September 19th, and staff is recommending that the commission select 3 voting delegates and at least 1 alternative to represent the city of Ottawa at the LKM business meeting. And with that, I'd stand for any questions.
Are we all attending? Is everybody planning on going?
I'll be gone on that Saturday is my only.
Okay,
day I'll be
okay.
absent.
So maybe 3 others other than Commissioner Skidmore? Do we just want to do Zach, Eric, and Sarah? Anyone have an issue with that? Commissioner Kaler, are you good with that?
Yes, I'm obviously going to be there.
Okay,
So,
yep.
yep.
Very good. Okay, we will move forward with.
Then
You need an
why don't you
alternate
use an
also.
alternate? Are you there as well?
I'll be
Oh,
there
you're
as
the
well, so
alternate?
I can be the alternate. Yep. Okay, does someone want to make that motion?
I'll make the motion that we approve Commissioner Kaler, Commissioner Clayton, and Commissioner Crowley as our 3 delegates, and Mayor, I was gonna call you Graves, sorry, Mayor Allen
That's fine.
as our alternate.
Okay, Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, any further discussion? May I have roll call vote, please?
Mayor Pro Tem Clayton,
Yes.
Commissioner Skidmore,
Yes.
Commissioner Taylor,
Yes.
Commissioner Crowley,
Yes.
and Mayor Allen.
And I vote yes, motion carries. Thank you. And then we have 11C.
Cereal Malt Beverage application for 80s Flashback Arcade LLC.
This is a review of an application for a cereal malt beverage license for 80s Flashback Arcade LLC located at 209 West Second Street. And we have City Clerk Reed.
The next item for consideration is a request for a new cereal malt beverage license for 80s Flashback Arcade located at 209 West Second Street. This is a new application and no prior license has been issued to this business at that location. The application has been reviewed by the police department and the city attorney, and both have approved it with no grounds for denial. As part of the review process, the KBI records check was complete at no cost to the city. If approved, the city clerk will collect the $225 license fee, which includes the $25 state stamp fee, and staff recommends approval of the application. I would stand for any questions.
Are there any questions? How would we like to proceed?
Madam Mayor, I'll make the motion that we approve item 11C on the agenda.
Okay,
I'll second.
okay. Is there any further discussion? May I have roll?
With this application, did they say when they're opening? Okay,
They did not have an open date yet.
okay.
Asking for. a
Yeah,
friend.
for a friend, yeah.
May I have roll call vote, please?
How do you vote, Commissioner Crowley?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Clayton?
Yes.
Commissioner Skidmore?
Yes.
Commissioner Kaler?
Yes.
And Mayor Allen?
And I vote yes, motion carries. At this time, we're needing to have an executive session. Do we have a motion for that?
Madam Mayor, I move that the commission recess into executive session at 4:22 for a period of 10 minutes with the city attorney and city manager present. The justification for the closed session is to discuss personnel matters of non-elected personnel by KSA 75-4319B1. The open meeting is to resume in this room at 4:33.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, we are in executive session.
Thank you, Mayor and Commissioners. I'd like to run through a couple of items highlighting what's going on in our community. We'll have, okay. Some hydrant replacement, regular line inspection, and of course, persistent pothole patches. But I also want to point out the 55 lane miles of streets and the 16.5 tons of debris that was removed with our street cleaning process. And of course, you've noticed that there's been some new parking paint and reflective markings posted as well. We'll want to invite the public to attend our September 11th Day of Remembrance ceremony at the Ottawa Fire Department. That'll be at 8:15 on Thursday, September 11th, which coincides with the time that the first aircraft hit one of the Twin Towers. And that's at 720 West 2nd Street. And want to encourage everyone to vote early and often, as we got a window open for the Levitt grant for our Ottawa Municipal Auditoriums programming assistance to help bring and continue bringing wonderful artists and attractions to our community. And so please check out our social media portals to vote. And as Chief highlighted, September 12th through the 14th, we'll have the 30th annual Power of the Past. And we hope you can come out, and if you're interested in machinery that doesn't require a computer to tell you what's wrong, this would be the place to check it out. And then, as is always the case, on the heels of the tractor show, we have the Old Mayor Dezeen River Run Car Show downtown in Forest Park with the Bop Daddies, starting the concert at September 19th at 6:30. And then here's our upcoming tentative agenda items. And then with that, I would like to just have a statement here saying that after 34 years of public service, 24 as a city manager, and following thoughtful reflection, I believe that now is the appropriate time to transition leadership in my position to allow for a new vision to guide our organization forward, to align with our commission and our community as we reach a critical juncture for the community. And I'm grateful to the citizens of Ottawa, the City Commission, and my colleagues who passionately serve this community, and for the opportunity to serve Ottawa. I know my family and I adore this community. My time in Ottawa has been a labor of love for service and my profession. I'm honored to be able to serve alongside like-minded professionals in pursuit of excellence, transparency, accountability, and innovation. Our collective work has the potential to have a profound impact on Ottawa's future for years to come. Stepping away at this moment is a difficult choice, but I believe it is the right one. I am committed to serving the organization and the community with full commitment until my final day on December 31st of 2025. And that will allow us to proceed with the search for a replacement and to have an integrated transition process. And I'm proud that we've accomplished much together, and I'm proud to serve alongside the professionals for these past several years. And in the time ahead, I look forward to working closely with city leadership to ensure that we continue with this smooth transition. And I sincerely thank each and every one of you on the bench for your trust, collaboration, and dedication in me during my time serving you and our neighbors here in Ottawa. So thank you. And once more, thank you for the opportunity to serve Ottawa.
Thank you, City Manager Silcott. We'll move on to comments by the governing body. We'll start with Commissioner Skidmore.
Just a brief comment here, that I want to say congratulations to our city clerk, Sherman, no longer Reed, got married recently. So I just want to pass on our congratulations on your marriage, and maybe have many, many years of success.
Commissioner Crowley.
I don't have any comments, but do you want to plug the the voting. Hey, they didn't give me the chance.
No, thank you for this opportunity. We have been working really hard over the past several days. It feels like a year at this point, and it feels like another year until voting ends. But if you haven't heard, the Friends of the OMA applied for a grant through the Levitt Foundation that would bring 3 years and $120,000, 3 years worth of concerts and $120,000 to our community, to spend on those concerts over the next 3 years. There were over 300 applications that were put in for this, and we made the top 100, which is exciting. Thank you to the city clerk for help on fabulous grant writing skills. But right now we're in the middle of the second phase of this grant application, which is a public voting period. And all top 100 communities are competing for the most votes. You get to vote one time per phone number. So if you have, children with phones, we hope you'll help them text and vote for Ottawa. The top 50 vote receivers will advance to the final evaluation period for the grant application. And ultimately, the decision will be made by the Levitt Foundation, and they'll announce on November 18th which communities are receiving these awards. So a couple of things: the concerts have to be outside, they have to be on green space, they have to be free to our community, family friendly. And so our proposal has them at Legacy Square over a 10-week period for those next 3 summers. So if you haven't voted and you have your phone out, this is my spiel. It's a really quick text message. You start a new message, text the word Ottawa in all caps to 877-409-5525. I've said that a few times today. So thank you.
One question while you're up there, sorry.
Yes.
What's the difference between overall rank and AMP rank? Do you know? 'Cause it's-
Okay, so yes-ish.
Okay.
All right. There are different categories within this grant application. So some of the the AMP category specifically is for 10 concerts. There's another category that's 7 concerts. There's one category specifically just for communities in Tennessee. So there are different categories within this entire grant itself.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ottawa to what number again?
877-409-5525.
And I've done it, so don't worry about getting a bunch of spam afterwards, because
That's
that does not
correct.
happen.
That has been the question
I've got
people have
0
asked.
text
Yeah.
messages from them after the vote, so
So
thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
I have no more comment.
Commissioner Kaler.
Yes, thank you. Good job, Tiffany. Way to go. Proud of you. I also want to give a nod to our city manager. He has made a huge announcement, and this commissioner really appreciates his service for the city of Ottawa. These next few weekends are weekends in which our community is really highlighted, and it takes every single citizen to make sure that our community looks great. There's not a specific group. If you're a citizen of Ottawa, just pitch in and make sure that people know the beauty of Ottawa. So keep it up, and look forward to seeing people out in the community in the next couple weeks.
Mayor Pro Tem Clayton.
Well, a few of mine were already taken, but I as well want to extend my thanks to City Manager Silcott for his years of service here as well. And congrats to our city clerk as well, since Mayor Skidmore took that. And then I always love, these foundation opportunities when you get to vote. I'm sad it's by phone number, not email, because I had the opportunity to vote like 7 times and I was really trying to plug it. But unfortunately, they
You can vote by email too, so you can either do phone or email.
Oh,
Yeah.
per email address.
Per email.
Okay,
Yeah, there is still ask for your phone number. I voted.
we'll see. I'll try.
Yeah.
See if I can bump us up
Try
a
to
few
break it.
spots. But
You can always go open some more phone.
yes,
numbers.
that's true. Right. Yeah. I think it's a great opportunity for the community, and I've really enjoyed the videos and stuff that you've gotten out for that as well. So I think that's terrific. I do just want to say thanks. Last week we had our budget meeting, and since then, I will say I've had more people reach out to me this past week than previously. So to everyone who comes and voices their opinion and sends emails, thank you. I really appreciate that. Whether we agree or disagree, I always appreciate at least having communication. And then I just want to again plug tomorrow morning at 8:15. It's the 2nd Street Fire Station, correct? Just for everyone who would like to come for the event there as well. So, and then this weekend we will be spreading mulch and planting mums on the corners downtown, kind of in prep for the busy few weekends. So if you're bored and have a green thumb, or if you don't have a green thumb and just don't mind helping pick up trash and kind of clean up downtown, we will be down there.
I just want to say ditto to all of that. And, but especially thank you to our city manager, Silcott, for serving here for these past years. And I know I've never once doubted that you are working hard when you're here at City Hall, because I know you're here all kinds of hours and up first thing in the morning and always available and working hard in that way. So thank you very much. We'll move on to announcements. On September 17th, we have a city commission meeting at 10 a.m. at City Hall. September 24th, city commission meeting at 4 p.m. at City Hall. And October 1st, city commission meeting at 7 p.m. here at City Hall. Seeing no other business before us, I will adjourn.